Hey everyone, and welcome back. You know how we're always hearing that speaking two languages is like good for your brain?
Mm-hmm.
Well, guess what? It turns out there's actually some pretty fascinating research to back that up.
Yeah.
We're diving deep into a study today all about the potential brain-boosting benefits of bilingualism. So buckle up.
I'm very excited about this one, I have to say. I've been
Yeah.
looking forward to this. So you know how we always say like, oh, bilingualism, it's good for your brain, it's good for this, it's good for that.
Right.
Well, this is a study that kind of takes a look at what's actually going on.
Yeah, like what's actually happening up there?
Exactly. What's going on in the brains of bilinguals versus monolinguals.
Okay, so set the stage for us. What exactly did they do in this study?
So this study comes to us from some pretty big names in the research world.
Hit us with them.
We're talking McGill University, University of Ottawa, and the University of Zaragoza.
Okay, international study. I like it.
Yeah, they got together and they used brain imaging, MRI specifically, to look at the brains of 151 participants.
Okay.
And these participants some of them were monolingual, meaning they only spoke one language.
Yeah.
Some of them were bilingual, speaking both English and French.
Okay, so like a good mix there.
Yeah, and what they were really interested in was looking at the connectivity between different regions of the brain.
Okay, and this is where it gets really wild. What they found is that bilingual brains, they weren't just different. They were like firing on all cylinders. The connections between different parts of the brain were way stronger than in the monolingual brains.
Stronger, faster, more efficient.
Like night and day or...
It was a noticeable, measurable difference. Think of it like this.
Okay,
Imagine your brain is like a city, right?
okay, I like where this is going.
And thoughts, those are the cars navigating through the city.
Okay,
So in a monolingual brain, you've got your standard roads, getting you from point A to point B.
makes sense.
But in a bilingual brain, they've upgraded to superhighways.
Whoa.
The information just zips around so much faster, smoother. And this can impact everything from how quickly you process information to how easily you switch between tasks.
It's like a workout for your brain, but like you don't even break a sweat.
Mhm.
So, question. I know this study didn't look at this specifically,
Mhm.
but does this mean that if I like dust off my high school Spanish textbook and start practicing again, I could expect to see some of these brain gains?
It's a great question, and while this particular study didn't focus on learning a second language later in life, it did uncover something really interesting about the age when someone learned their second language.
Okay, tell me more.
They found a correlation between the age someone learned a second language and how strong those brain connections were.
Okay.
So those individuals who had been immersed in a bilingual environment from a very young age, they tended to show even more pronounced beneficial brain changes.
So like early exposure is key.
It seems that early learning might give the brain a bit of a head start in terms of building those superhighways.
Okay, but what about those of us who hopped on the language train a little later in life? Is there still hope for us?
Absolutely. While early learning might be like, building those superhighways from the get-go, research suggests that picking up a second language at any age can still offer cognitive benefits.
Phew. Okay, good to know. Like what? Give me the good stuff.
Well, studies have linked bilingualism to things like improved attention span, better ability to multitask, even potentially healthier aging.
No way. So not only could it make me sharper now, but it could help keep my brain in shape down the road.
Exactly. And some research even suggests that bilingual individuals might have a better chance of recovering from things like stroke or brain injury because of those enhanced connections.
Seriously. That's amazing.
It really speaks to the incredible plasticity of our brains. This ability they have to adapt and change throughout our entire lives.
That's so cool. Makes you wonder, what other activities might we be overlooking? Things that could help unlock even more of our cognitive potential.
Right. It's like we've only just scratched the surface of what our brains are truly capable of.
I love that. That's definitely something to think about. Well, on that note, we're going to take a quick break, but stick around because when we come back, we're diving even deeper into the world of bilingualism.